some money, get some money, get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey, we didn't, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, get some money, get some money, get some money.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Brought down by Nazeeh Johnson. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lance looking to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On second down, Compton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down. Compton. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Lance steps away. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Compton. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On that play, it was the defense in front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the 6.
Throwing is Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against the 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Ready. Check you. Ready.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Compton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes.
And now the rookie's free. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay, Frank.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Davis Price will try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the weight going. And that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
They'll try the left side. Compton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know Coach told me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run on 1st down. Compton able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Davis Price.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll give to the big fullback Juszczyk. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Ty Davis Price.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Seven Pirates.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action with Hurts. Wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
50 Rangers. 50 Bobcats.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again with Sanders. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 27, Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On first down, Compton. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now, Compton. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with Davis Price. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On first down, Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
On the set.
Here's Lance. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Lance looking to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Lance back to throw.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Lance's throw caught by Gray.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So fly, Eagles fly. It's a